Eric from PhoneScoop here, back with the LG VX8700 for Verizon. Throughout the rest of the world, this polished chunk of metal is called the Shine, for obvious reasons. We're not quite sure why Verizon didn't use this name. I can tell you I have a hard time not using it when talking about this phone. On the front of the 8700 is a small color display and a 2-megapixel camera. On the left-hand side are volume keys, a speech recognition key, which works very well, might I add, and an adapter where you plug in both the charger as well as a headset adapter. This goes into an adapter for a 2.5mm headset jack, so you can't use your regular like Walkman headphones. Instead, you have to use a typical phone headset. On the right-hand side is just a camera button, and on the back there's a battery cover that's relatively easy to get off, but as you'll notice, the memory card slot is not here. It's actually underneath this battery, making it very difficult to get to. Obviously, you can't do it while the phone is on, so you're going to have to just put a big card in there and leave it. On the inside is a large screen and a flat metal keypad. The keypad has no tactile separation to tell you what key you're hitting, but because it's large and well laid out without being too large, it's actually very easy to use. And when you press in each key, there's a click that you can hear. Just to show you how well this keyboard works, we'll give it the PhoneScoop test. And you can see that we can get along quite well on it. The 8700 has new animated wallpapers and a new brushed metal menu system. Of course, if you missed the old Verizon Red menu system, you can head into your settings menu and get that back. We do recommend that you take a little time and customize your external clock. One of the things that we noticed is that the normal settings, as you can see, have these color backgrounds, and it makes the clock very difficult to read outdoors. We found that the digital settings worked a lot better. With no external music controls and no real headphone jack, it's no surprise that the 8700 isn't exactly a music powerhouse. The player bears little resemblance to a standalone MP3 player and has far fewer features. The one thing it can do is play music while the phone is closed. However, it can't play music in the background while you're doing other tasks. You can see that as soon as we start browsing through our libraries, or if we hit the Options key, that the music stops right away. As we go back in the library, you can see, like we said, this has very little resemblance to standalone players, and instead looks more like a Verizon website. One thing that all new Verizon phones have, the ability to download, is the new Song ID application, which works very well. All that you do is hold the phone up to a playing song, and if it's relatively popular, the Music ID program will find it for you. The one problem is finding the Music ID program once you've downloaded it. It's not in VCast Music or in any of the normal VCast places. It's actually in Get New Ringtones. Once we start it up, it'll ask us to hold the phone up to a song for 10 seconds, and then it'll return with options to buy that song, buy that ringtone, etc. It's actually pretty cool, and that should be available on all modern VCast phones. You can see the 8700 does pretty well in the signal strength department, and that's even a conservative estimate. In our vault test, it said it didn't have any reception, but yet we were able to get online, make calls, and send text messages as well. Thanks to its all-metal body, the 8700 is a very solid phone. Just listen to the thwap as I close it. But the all-metal body also makes the 8700 a very heavy phone. With its simple solid feature set and its simple solid build, the 8700 could be the phone you're looking for if all you want is something durable and easy to use.